This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their products as well as the rest of my gear in the description below. Hey guys, Wonky Footcam Boy here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. So during my morning routine of coffee and YouTube, I came across a rather interesting video where Jenson Button, the 2009 World Champion, set the unofficial lap record for Mount Panorama Bathurst, a 1:48.88. Well, the reason why it was unofficial is because it was part of a PR event for Vodafone at the time. But that doesn't mean I can't see how I stack up against that lap time. Now, for that PR event, McLaren brought along an MP4/23. Unfortunately, we don't have that car in Assetto Corsa, but we do have the next best thing, a car just 1 year older, the MP4/22. Now, the MP4/22 is probably known for giving a rookie driver by the name of Lewis Hamilton his first drive in Formula 1. Not really sure how he got on, to be honest. And also for being disqualified from the Constructors' Championship because of the Spygate scandal involving McLaren and Ferrari, where McLaren stole technical data from the Italian team. The car itself is powered by a Mercedes V8 engine, producing somewhere in the ballpark of 750 brake horsepower, and the car itself weighing just under 700 kilograms. So now you know the car, and I'm about to show you the circuit, so let's go see how close we can get, if not beat, Jenson Button's 1:48.88 around Bathurst. So then, just making our way onto the Mount Panorama circuit for our outlap in our McLaren MP4/22. A quick note before we get up to speed is that I am not running any traction control. In 2008, traction control was made illegal, and seeing as it's that year of car Jenson Button used around here, I wanted to try and have some level of realism, so I matched it by turning off TC in this 2007 car. So anyway, round Griffins for the first time. Of course, with no traction control, we've got to be careful of our right foot, and straight away we were reminded of the 2007 V8 noise. I must say I quite enjoyed the V8s, nowhere near as much as the V10s of course, but anything compared to the V6s is an improvement, to be honest. And we're out right now on really what is essentially a bench setting lap, benchmark setting lap. I've got medium tyres on, a bit of fuel in the tank. We're kind of on a semi-race setup right now. Oh, hello. Mental note, brake going back down the hill. Got to get nice and close to that wall on the right through there, otherwise you go across the chicane and lose a bit of time, and of course invalidate your lap through Forest Elbow for the first time. Oh, there's a lack of TC. Gonna have to be somewhat careful, I think, on our flying lap, just to make sure we get round in one piece. Again, a reminder, our lap time to beat is a 1:48.88. And I'm fairly sure Jenson was just cruising around when he did his lap, so I'm not sure if it will be difficult to beat or not, but there's one way to find out, and that has to go around and give it a shot. Coming down to Murray's then, last bend on the circuit, east to the inside, soften the throttle on exit, straighten the car up, get on the power, rear end slides a little bit, and away we go then for our first flying lap. Hell corner for the first time at speed, walking up a bit on the way in, keeping the car just about facing the right way though. Car felt really nice there during that little slide. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I was able to catch it and know what the car was doing. So nice version of this car, I think. Is of course modded into the game. Oh wow, touching the wall there on exit at Griffins, so not quite up to speed yet in the Macca. Still trying to find my pace at the moment. Easy through the cutting. Car wall spinning up the hill, searching for traction. Aim it at the wall. There you go. Now through this section, probably flat through here, a little bit less fuel. Not far off being flat now, even with these tyres and this fuel load. Right, brake a bit earlier here. Bring it to the orange wall on the inside. Anticipate the fact you're going to lose a little bit of steering through there because the car momentarily becomes very light as you go downhill. So you have to turn in a bit earlier. And now down to Forest Elbow, a little bit speedy through there actually. Maybe should have lifted a tiny bit coming up to it. But anyway, now down the back straight, we can let the V8 really open itself up now. We'll get up to nearly 200 miles per hour. 318 Ks I think we get to is our VMAX down the straight. 320 being roughly 200 miles per hour. And there's the 318 on the clock. Look for our braking zone, just about there. Turning in. Car isn't really feeling very quick at the moment. But it's just a benchmark lap, just to see where we stand before we start taking out the fuel and putting on some soft tyres. through the last corner. 1:48 to beat. We're going to smash it. It's a 1:43.3, so we've already beaten the time by 5 whole seconds, which of course indicates to me that Jenson really was taking it very easy around here. I'm not surprised really, these cars aren't meant for this circuit. So what I'm going to do now is just see how much I can beat that time by. I'm going to pop back to the pits, put on some soft tyres, take the fuel out and just see how fast this McLaren is capable of going around here. My guess, let's aim for a 140, shall we? So we've made our trip back to the pit lane. We have taken the fuel out, bolted on the super soft Bridgestone groove tyres, and also added a bit more downforce to try and be a bit quicker over the top of the mountain. I don't really know how much faster we're going to go, but of course, one way to find that out is to go and do it. So here we go. Our first proper qualifying style lap here around Mount Panorama in a Formula 1 car. 2007 McLaren no less, through Hell Corner, nice and easy on the exit. Car slippy through there. Not the best exit through there, not too confident yet with the rear tyres and the traction, but hopefully that will come to me as we continue. Up to Griffins then. Could probably more, wow, sideways out of there in fourth gear. Car snapping away from me temporarily. Now through the cutting. Feel the car really slide through there. The elevation change doesn't sit well with this car. Of course, this car really not made for this. Man, it's fast over the top. A little bit of a lift through there. Confidence lift. I'm fairly sure I could go flat through there. Second part through here is easy flat, so I'm going to try flat on my next lap, I think. Easy down the hill. No need to rush right now. Just trying to put in a representative lap, and then we'll really push for that lap time, but still very quick over the top of the soft tyres, making a big difference. The front left tyre locking up as we go through Forest Elbow once more. So down the straight. We're going to be a bit down on top speed here compared to what we did on our first lap because of the additional downforce. Only about 3k's difference, so it isn't too much. Does also mean we have additional braking force, so coming up the hill here. So there we go. Nice. Stab the brake. You can hear the physical effort of the brake pedal. Something I love about these pedals. Time's looking pretty damn good so far. Got 43 to beat. First up across the line, it's going to be a 39.5. I think I can do better. So let's give it a go. Determined to stay on the throttle there on the exit. Absolutely determined. Right, let's attack this lap with everything we have, shall we? That lap time is still ridiculous. Going underneath a 140 just like that. I think we can go quicker. Told you, it's all on the table this time. Flat. Flat through there just. Oh my, that was close. Can we keep it flat? Be brave, Jimmy. In VR, this is a bit spooky, I tell you that. This is going to be a difficult braking zone now. Bring it to the inside. So much more aggressive than the last lap. Got to brake early for Forest Elbow. Sideways on the way in. Just about keeping it under wraps. Just about. If you didn't think I was trying, there was proof. How are we up on our split? We are 1.3 seconds up on a 139. We're going to be deep into the 38s. We might even manage a 37 if the last part of the lap is quick. Oh no, bad through there. So difficult to get that right. Visibility is quite difficult from the cockpit. Cross the line, over the bump, it's a 138.19, essentially a 138.2. But the important thing to take away is that it's 10 seconds faster. 10 seconds faster than Jenson Button managed when he lapped around here. Of course, it does say to me a couple of things. Jenson was 100% just taking it easy around here. And of course, I haven't got to fear death. And I'm not even sure the real life McLaren will get around here without tearing itself apart, given how marginal it's run on suspension settings, etc. But my oh my, that is quick around Mount Panorama. Now it's got me wondering, just how low can we get the lap time And I'm not talking about driving this car around here. In fact, I think it's time for a car that's not been on this channel for a while to make a comeback. Boys, I think it's time to go get the 919 Evo and see what that can do around here. So then, the 919 Evo. If you're a motorsport fan but you've been living under a rock for the last 6 months, the 919 Evo is the Porsche LMP1 919 with the shackles removed. This car, when using the hybrid, has over 1200 brake horsepower, has a vastly increased downforce, and is just an out-and-out badass. It's broken several lap records in its farewell tour, including the Spa F1 lap record, which was recently taken back by a Formula 1 car. But this thing is an absolute weapon, and I can't think of anything else that I want to try and drag around this Mount Panorama circuit. We have a 1:38.2 to beat. I'm going to get myself all hyped up, get the car warm, and then meet you on the final corner. So then, here we are coming down to the last corner. We'll pop our MD UK delivery to the hot lap mode and strap in for what's going to be a wild ride here at Bathurst in our 919 Evo. Didn't see myself doing this when I woke up this morning. Through Hell Corner, wait for the exit, on the power immediately. Now watch that speed climb. We're going to be boosting all the way up to Griffins, all the way up Mountain Straight. I'm going to say about 340 Ks, somewhere around there. There's 330, there's 340, past it already. Now brake hard into Griffins, on the power immediately. Run it to the wall, all the way over. Now the cutting, got to brake a bit early for this. Make sure the car gets the nose in. Otherwise it's easy to understeer. We do understeer a bit, but then we remedy it with the loud pedal on the right. Uphill, slight lift on the way in. Can't quite go flat through there. But let's try go flat for the rest of this. You're going to have to look at the speed because I haven't got time to. Probably somewhere around 200 miles per hour going up the top, just nibbling the curve there. Hard on the brakes down the hill now. Can barely keep up. Throw it to the left. Back on the power. Car is insanely quick through here. Bring the car to the inside. Aim it for that wall on the right. There it is. And now down the straight. My thumb is completely glued to the boost button now. Watch the speed climb. Well past 340 Ks. There is 350 as we come underneath the signpost there. Nearly 370 Ks. Going to have to brake early because we're going so fast. Just about get the car slowed down. Still have boost left. This is going to be a very fast lap. Last corner. Getting early on the brakes because we have to be. Across the line, it's a 1:33.1. We go 5 seconds faster in the Porsche 919 Evo. And I think in someone's hands, perhaps a bit braver, a bit more capable than me, we might even see the 1:30 barrier breach. I don't even know. But a 1:33 around Bathurst is an absolutely insane time. Woohoo! And I'm pretty knackered after that, guys. I really enjoyed doing that. A bit of a random idea, but I thought it was fun. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe as well as the bell notification icon, because that way you'll get a nice little notification whenever I go live on stream or whenever I put up a new video. If you don't want to do any of that, I'm just glad you're here watching, so thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to swing by my channel. If you want to give this a go yourself, I'll put the mods for the McLaren and Bathurst down in the description below. If I can find the 919 Evo, I'll put that in there as well. I'm not quite sure where the mod is nowadays. Take care, have an awesome day. I'll see you all next time.